Hey guys, Chris Valdez with Horizon Consulting Partners. I have the pleasure of being with the president of Top Rail and Fence, Mr. Todd Bingham. Todd, while we're here learning about a bunch of the brands here at Homefront Brands, for those individuals that I talk about Top Rail and Fence, they hear me speak about it. They may speak to a developer, they may see a Zoom call, but they don't really know about the brand. So I want them to understand who's behind the brand, building and leading the brand. But tell the audience a little bit about yourself, the brand, and what direction that's going currently today.
Yeah, so a little bit about the brand. So Top Rail Fence started as under a different name, Brookview Fencing out of Greenville, South Carolina. Happens to be where
I live at, yeah.
Where you live. Back in 2014. So while the brand that we see and we know now, the colors, the logo, the name is all brand new, the business itself is not. The people behind it is not. So the founders and owners have been around and doing this for nearly 10 years. Of course, our leadership here at Homefront Brands has been around doing this for quite some time. Personally, I've been in the franchising industry for 16 years. Started on the consulting side of the business, got a chance to join the franchisor side of the business about 6 years ago. And joined Homefront Brands 1 year ago today, actually.
Wow!
So today is my one year anniversary.
And your son works for the company too, right?
He does, yeah. My son
Awesome.
Jacob is our franchise operations manager. He joined us in January of this year, so he is tasked with supporting our franchisees. And speaking of franchisees, we've seen significant growth here in the past 7 months. And so the trajectory for Top Rail, we've got nearly 30 franchisees now, approaching 100 territories awarded. So we've got a lot of exciting things going on with the brand at the moment.
That's incredible. So just so the audience knows, 5% or less of franchise organizations ever get to 100 units or 100 territories in franchising. So that's a ridiculous accomplishment that the organization has had. There's a lot of franchise brands over here, but we're right now this is a family organization. If you guys know me, I love family, I love the people. There's 4,000 franchise corporations out there really close to it, right? They're all different, they're great, but not everyone's family based. And what Jeff Duden, the CEO of this company, has done, what Todd has been able to do with his son and his staff to build Top Rail is far from remarkable. The support is unreal. And what they provide is just an unusual experience for an owner to feel, part of something greater than just themselves. Franchising is not just paying a franchise fee, I can do this cheaper. You can't do this cheaper than a franchise. Behind this building, the training center, the office, the staff, we have 60 employees here at Homefront Brands. So it just makes it unique. Tell me, what's the ideal individual that you would want to see at a Top Rail and Fence that maybe is looking into franchising? What's that type of ideal owner look like?
Yeah, it's a really good question, and one we get asked a lot by consultants. And really our ideal owner is somebody that wants to grow a big business, right? Yes, we have owner-operators and people that may only work in a single territory, but our most successful franchisees and our ideal candidate is somebody that wants to work in multiple territories, growing a large business. There is some attributes that they need, like being sales focused and oriented is a real advantage in this business.
Does the owner need to be sales oriented, or could they hire somebody that's sort of?
They can hire it. So if they're not going to be doing sales, they need to hire that. That's really important. You give yourself a much shorter runway if you're sales oriented and sales focused, because you can have all the good operations that you can put in your organization, but if you don't have any fences to install, the operations really don't mean a lot. So we're a sales forward organization, so we focus on sales. Matter of fact, we have about a 2.5 hour e-learning session on sales, and then our first full day of training is focused nothing but sales. And in that warehouse back there is 20,000 square foot of training. We actually have a house built back there. We focus on sales. We actually put somebody in the house, they knock on the door, they go through role play, and they focus. So we want them to have that short runway and a great opportunity for success. So if an owner or franchisee either has that focus or is willing to hire that focus, they really give them a much better chance to be successful in this business.
That's amazing. If you're the owner and don't have sales skills, you feel extremely uncomfortable doing that, in franchising, it's about hiring your weakness, focusing on your strengths. Or if you have that strength, focusing on that strength and hiring your weakness. At the end of the day, they train you, they help you, and they help you build a large business for Top Rail and Fence. Look, I deal with hundreds of companies every single day. I'm a franchisee myself. I have a large business myself today. If you're interested in franchising, give me, Danielle, or Alex, the advisors here at Horizon Consulting Partners, a call so we can teach you and see if Top Rail and Fence or another brand at Homefront Brands or another organization is right for you. Call us at 864-638-1046. Todd, I appreciate your time, sir. Thank you.